3, 2, 1, you're on. I'm back. Ladine's leaving. There's a J-Sam wedding. Aftermath. And there's also... he did. GH Report is next.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
I haven't heard this song in so long. This is the General Hospital After Show here on AfterBuzz TV, the GH Report. I am one of your hosts, James Lott Jr., and I'm happy to be back. And I'm here with my full panel. We all knew we had to be here because this person is actually leaving us. But next to me, there's only one, Lacretia Lyon.
Yep, guys, since there is only one, you can always find me at LACRETIALYON anywhere on the internet.
And then, of course, past this person on the other end is the other male of the group, Frank Moran.
Hi, everybody. It's my last show tonight. Take care, everybody. No, just kidding. You can follow me on Twitter at HappyGoJackie.
And his other half, one of our originals, half of the Ellen Lane.
Keep it together, Frank. You can do it.
Go on, Miss Ladine Harvey.
Hi, guys. You can find me on Twitter at Ladine_Harvey and Facebook at Ladine Harvey. I'm trying not to call.
Come on, guys. Keep it together. She's looking fine today.
She looks good, guys.
I'm trying,
She looks
y'all.
good.
I know.
It's her leaving, me coming back. It's very bittersweet. Today, of course, it's September 11th.
My makeup.
Hold together, girl, because you're going to make me... I'm already trying to hold together myself. We have a lot of... It's an emotional episode, you guys. September 11th, I want to give a shout-out to my cousin who I lost and to my ex-co-workers who worked at Morgan Stanley Dean Witter. They were all lost in the 9/11, so I want to give a shout-out to them. It's also Grandparents' Day. I'm a grandfather, but I also want to say a shout-out to my grandkids, Hayden, Rylan, and Scarlett, and to my grandparents, all my grandparents living and not living. Give a shout-out to that, too.
And to Royce and Reba Jean Wright.
Go on, Reba
My
Jean.
grandparents.
Go on, Reba Jean. I like that. Any other grandparent shout-outs? That's it. She's crying. Okay.
No,
My
fine.
grandma's going to kill me for calling her Reba on here.
Yes, I like Reba Jean. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm going to just say something really, just briefly myself. I want to thank, personally, I called in last week, but I want to just really thank every single person. The last 2 weeks have been very hard for me because I lost my brother, and you guys have all shown up. You guys have all shown up in so many different ways.
Come on, James. Come on.
We love you, James.
We got you.
We got you.
And I really appreciate it very much. And everybody here on the panel was there for me also, in phone calls and messages. And Alexis was there too for phone calls and messages. And AfterBuzz TV completely surprised me with a basket of goodies and all the card they sent me with all people's signatures and what they wrote in there. The fans, you guys have been continually checking on me and my family, and so I appreciate it very much. So let's get that out. And then also today, we have someone who I found, I feel like is one of my children, is moving on. But, she may come back and may, check in with us here and there. But it's someone that I felt very highly of and why I actually picked her out of 40 people, which is Miss Ladine. I picked you, Frank, and Lacretia. I had a lot of people who signed up to want to do GH Report. As you know, our 1-year anniversary is coming up. And so it's kind of fitting that I get to celebrate you today and for what you've done on the show. The fans, grew to love you and love the length thing that's going on there too, of course. And two of you guys, who knew that would happen? Who knew that would happen at all?
It just happened out of nowhere, really. Like, we just
that raw sexual chemistry. Couldn't
That's what I was going to say.
Yes.
I totally agree with you, Frank.
Yes. So, I mean, you're part of our family, part of our GH Report family always, and she'll still be online, so you guys can talk to her.
I will be online.
Yes, you'll be online. You can talk to her. Now, Lexus, I actually sent in 2 clips I wanted to show really quick.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them up here.
Okay.
They're being a brat,
Okay,
but
so
I'm
we
working on it.
work on it. I have 2 clips I want to show you that I think are good. That's kind of in honor of you.
Okay.
But actually, we're not drinking any drinks like we normally do. We actually have apple grape cider. Then we'll do a little toast to Miss Ladine. We'll toast her again at the end also, but just the congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, guys.
Over there.
Oh.
Yes. So once she gets those up, we will actually show them. But we're going to, I guess, get into General Hospital and get that going. Oh, first follow us on iTunes. I almost forgot my own job. iTunes and YouTube. Follow us in there. We've actually are getting more people now. They're starting to come on. I think we're at 1,344 or something, Frank.
Wow.
Just around the corner from 2,000.
Just around the corner.
I
You're
like
right.
Ladine cast that faraway goal and then bails.
Yeah.
So good going, Ladine.
Yes.
Nice. Got it.
Hey, James.
Got it.
Yes.
For the clips, you want me to play till 126
Yeah.
or 208, or
Yes.
play from 126?
No, I actually have them set up exactly where to start them. I learned that trick and how to do that.
Yeah,
And
it's a fun button.
It's a fun button, and you just play it to that.
Okay,
point.
yeah, because I feel like it was weird because it
Okay.
says play 1 to.
I probably wrote it wrong. Who knows?
It's okay.
I'm probably on drugs at the time.
No, I just wanted to make sure.
I was probably on Xanax at the time or something. Who knows?
Hey, man. Okay, yeah, I see it.
Oh, so we can play them then. Okay, so we can actually. Okay, so we're gonna play them first. People are saying, "Ladine, don't leave, Ladine."
Yeah.
People are asking, "Are you and him really dating in real life?"
Of course. Yes. Yes. But she's tired of me. That's why she's leaving.
No, that's
First one.
not true.
Yes.
Playing just from the beginning.
Yeah, from the beginning. Okay, from the beginning.
Okay.
Got it.
Just making sure.
Okay, so here we
That's what
go.
I got right now.
You guys, we're gonna play the first step. So you guys take a look, you guys.
Hold on, I'm waiting.
It is the episode you have demanded. It is just Ladine and I. Link is in the house. Oh, and Dr. Andre takes his shirt off and walks around in a towel in George's place. But whatever. Stay tuned.
Tuning into the
So I want to show
destination
spoilers.
for
So
TV
you guys had your
superfan
own little
discussion.
episode. It finally happened before
Anybody
you
who's
left.
yeah.
just tuning in, we're not starting over.
And
Yeah, right, exactly.
The buzz begin.
Ooh, look at that.
Man,
They were finally together.
you could cut the sexual tension in that room with a knife, folks.
AFTERBUZZ TV. Look at this. There's only two. The combination that we've been waiting forever to make happen.
Like,
That's right. Link in, oh, we've got Link in the house covering this week's goings-on in Port Charles. So hi, everybody. Welcome to the GH Report. I'm one of your hosts, Frank Moran. You can follow me on Twitter.
I'm
at
terrible.
Jackie.
No, you're
no,
not.
you're not.
Dude, shut up, Frank.
Yes.
The woman that without her, you couldn't spell Lank. It'd be impossible.
Aw.
Ladine Harvey.
Hi guys, you can find me on Twitter at Ladine
So
That
what is it?
fine
I
fucks up
know.
on that
No,
screen.
that is-
Yeah. So I want to show that one. So you know, I showed the other clips. I want to show that. I just said you guys had actually an episode together with just you two.
Yes.
That's right.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah,
But
because-
that may not happen.
Hold on. I'm
Okay.
getting it. I'm
Okay.
getting it.
And then we'll show the next one.
A lot of stuff.
Right after that one that we kissed. So if you they cut
Hey,
just
don't tell
that.
lies.
Yes, exactly. Sing next to him.
Lesser. No, we're equal here.
Oh, she said you see. I love it.
My
I love it. Oh, I love it. I did that for you, Frank. Just give you that compliment.
Yeah.
Frank Moran.
Everybody can follow me on Twitter at HappyGoJackie.
Supposed to ask, so Days Are Lives is
Okay,
off. So I want to start off kind of cute more between you two.
Yeah.
And so you guys ship them. So
That's it.
people say they love Frank's sarcasm. They love it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm glad somebody does.
Yes. Okay.
I do.
Nice. Okay.
We'll see how you feel at the end of this episode.
All right. Okay, so I had Frank do the titles, and we're going to start this. I'll just cut to Frank, and then Frank just started some General Hospital.
Well, I guess if you'd watched the tease from this,
Yeah.
You'd see I'm a huge fan of this storyline. The JSM wedding is killing me. It killed me. It killed me. I died. I came back and it was still going on, and I wish I was still dead. This was a terrible wedding. I could not stand it. And I guess for me, I know some fans really are big JSM fans,
Yeah,
and that's great. And some fans on Twitter are just like, it's like I don't hate the characters, I just hate the lack of a storyline that they have. I don't want them gone from the show. Just give them something better to do. And this wedding, for me, was not it. It just, and maybe it's part of me that's like, certainly weddings are a big part of soap opera.
Yes.
I mean, the history, the legacy of soap operas, weddings are just such a thing. And maybe if you're a person that doesn't find much joy in the act of marriage or something, perhaps that's not something that, for me, that's not something that I need in a soap opera. I mean, the romance is great, the action, the adventure, the drama, that stuff, but the actual wedding ceremony, it's like, I don't want to go to anybody else's that I know in real life. I don't want to have to sit there and watch somebody else's wedding that I don't really even know that well.
I have to admit, the actual wedding itself was a little boring.
Yeah, it was.
It was so sucky, like.
Yeah.
But also the baby announcement.
That was cute. That part was cute.
That part was really cute. I like how they did it. Like Sam, she's such a good actress.
Kelly Monaco.
Yeah, I love Kelly Monaco.
Man, it's like there's such terrible character moments in there where they say, oh, "Hey, Spinelli says, hey, everybody's they're gonna read their own vows." What? What?
Yeah, I know.
At least come prepared for that part. It's your your wedding day.
They agree with Frank. Also said it's Shady Sunday. Of course it is.
Yeah. And it was weird after the wedding ceremony when Carly says, "Welcome to the family." Like, hey, you realize they have been married before.
Yeah.
So it's, how about, we've seen this all. So.
Yeah, there was just a lot of odd lines, and Toph London put it right. The J-Sam wedding was cheap. AF. We can all feel it.
AF is.
At least they censored it so I can read it. But yeah, to me, there were so many little moments like Spinelli being there, even though we kind of expected it. That part was good. And to me, it did sort of fit their characters to be very low key, like when they initially got married at Noodle Buddha.
Yeah.
But as you say, there was just a lot of odd lines acting like this is the first time.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel like for me, I want to, same thing that we've talked about with Jason and Sonny, now with Billy Morgan playing Jason, that you don't feel that same kind of connection between Jason and Sonny.
Yeah.
I still feel like I'm not getting that really between Spinelli and Jason as well. It's like they talk about that connection, but I don't really sense that like I did when Steve Burton was playing the character.
Yeah, I agree. And it's like, it does make sense for Spinelli to be there, but I think it helps that he's only here temporarily, you know, so it's like, okay, they're not the same chemistry, but at the same time, you still remember the characters, and because it's sporadic, it's okay, as opposed to when Sonny, and it just seems odd.
Low-key, I
Yeah.
feel like that with all the characters that Billy Miller's supposed to have a good relationship with, I just feel like it's a little bit off with everyone. It's not the same.
Yeah, I think Laura Wright and him have the best chemistry, and that seems to be less phony.
Right.
But that's really it. It's like, you know, Sam is sort of there, but yeah.
Right.
I will agree with Cheryl, though. I'm going to play devil's advocate. I kind of agree that Carly was kind of, you know, saying to Sam, what was her fan, because she didn't like Sam before. Remember that whole speech, like, I didn't really like you before. It took her a long time to come around to Sam, that she was good for Jason. And so I guess we were saying, welcome to the family was kind of like, well, now I can really welcome you.
Oh, great. Glad you get Carly's seal of approval.
You know.
Oh, well, okay,
You
now.
know, I mean, it's kind of, but yeah, I agree. This wedding, I said it when I called in. I just feel like they should have waited longer before they got married, first of all. Gave much more storyline and led into a good wedding. And I think it should have been a bigger wedding. And people were asking, where was Lucas? Where's Lucas and Brad and her brother? I mean, like, yeah, just Morgan was to show up late. I'm like, I just don't understand why they're skipping on these weddings. They're skimping on them.
I think maybe in order to save Sam and Jason, they had to, like, just bind them together, I guess.
Yeah, to me, it's still just so lazy how they've written them ever since they put them back together. For all this build-up, they've just sort of dropped the ball. Because, yeah, as the Cassadine Island storyline would have been really good, but it just made them look like bad parents more than anything. It's like, okay, like, you know, you don't have your kid, you're leaving him off, and you're here much longer. So it is, what do they do with them? And I think that's why, so they quit being called bad parents, let's just get them married and have another baby. But that's not really who they are.
Right.
Yeah, they need more to do. I think it's just, I mean, the thing is, I like Billy Miller, I like Kelly Monaco. Some people don't agree with me, but I think they have chemistry. I like them. I just think it's just not exciting. There's nothing, I mean, these are characters supposed to be like kind of danger on the run, kind of stuff. There's nothing exciting about them. It's like, she's pregnant, okay, and what is he doing? I don't know what Jason's doing, and so... Yeah,
and as you say, the guest list was so small considering that they're pretty well connected. Like, I don't know what their deal is without showing Lucas and Brad, but at least with Monica, there was a reason, and she was still in the episodes.
Yes, she was,
But it was still like, yeah, that's crappy.
Yeah, where was Jocelyn? Like, where was why would she not just not be there? It's like what the F?
Yeah, like, why is Michael the only one? I'm glad that they had their moment. That was honestly one of my favorite parts.
Me too.
But,
Me too.
yeah, that...
And I just felt some way that, you know, she made the announcement without Molly and Christina being there, with her, you know, her being pregnant. It was just really odd. It was odd to me.
It's odd. Yeah, there's some odd stuff, so.
Well, there's always that, I'm tired of that cliche. It's where, hey, let's all have a toast. And then the one person's like, I can't drink. Like, wait, why aren't you lifting your glass? Wait a minute.
Do you have some news for us?
And then, of course, this is what makes me mad every time. They've done this every wedding. I gotta go run and see what's going on with Elizabeth. Like, really? I mean, I know that storyline's going on separately, but, like, really had to ruin the wedding and reception before he could run off to Elizabeth?
Yeah.
To feel what's going on, deal with Franco the half the week. I'm like, oh, my God. So, yeah. So, anyway, so I just kind of, I don't know.
I don't know. The reason why I kind of liked him going off is you got to see him with little Jake. And you can clearly tell that Franco will be a better parent than Jason.
Ooh, she said it, you guys.
I did. I noticed that, like, you know, when they got off the elevator and he went to hug Franco and, you know, Franco gave him the keys.
Yeah.
To go, it's like you could see that they have
They're a bond.
a bond versus him and Jason.
No disrespect to that young actor. I'm sure he's doing fine. I miss my creepy Jake.
Yeah, to me, that actually
Miss it.
made Jake a character.
Yeah.
To me, with this, he's just a
kid.
pawn
Yeah.
to cause tension between Jason and Franco, which is already there.
Yeah.
And that to me is just sort of cheap. It's like, let's let this kid have his own story. Because I do like the relationship with him and Franco. And yeah, as you say, like, it's stronger than his with Jason.
Yeah.
And it sort of humanizes Franco and redeems him in a way. Because he has been thinking about Jake, thinking about Elizabeth. He's finally putting other people first. And I love Jason's face when Jake says, "Oh, Franco gave me a coloring book."
On a side note, on my show Bolt Breakdown, I'm showing a scene with Jacob Young as J.R. Chandler. This reminds me of this because the scene is between him and his two dads,
Yeah.
Adam Chandler and Tad Martin. So it's kind of funny. They're kind of setting this up the same way, kind of like, even though he's not his dad, but like he's a father figure to Jake. It's kind of like, yeah, one's kind of a bad one, one's kind of good. They're both kind of bad. It's all convoluted. I kind of like that.
Yeah, Tad was only bad when he killed Duke Lavery. I mean,
Tad,
Dr. Tad.
He was Tad McCann back
Yeah.
in the day, too. But it's kind of like, I like the fact that it kind of gives him two male figures and it gives the men an attention that's not just about women or about something. It's about this kid, actually.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Well,
care about
as much as we talk about, and this is one of the storylines where just like I was going to talk about Jason and Franco, as much as we talk about with Carly and Ava, it's like those are two guys or two people that just can't get in the room without just wanting to just push each other's buttons.
Yeah.
Because Franco, when he calls Jason, just so like a wet blanket when he calls him.
I know the delivery is just like, oh my
Yeah,
God.
like, oh, come on.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So, yeah, anyway.
I want you to know how serious it is for Elizabeth so you can prepare Jake. Like, oh, okay.
It's like, oh, God. What's the next storyline? Good Mary. Good Mary. What's the next storyline?
Let's go to the new Port Charles dynamic duo, Curtis and Finn. Man, I love them. Yes.
I like
Wait,
it.
wait,
Yeah.
wait. Frank, what did you say?
I like
You have a
Frank,
good positive?
There are things that I like.
Okay, guys.
There you go.
Mark this in
Well,
history.
yeah.
Frank likes something.
Wow.
But I like.
And he wore a hat part of the episodes. He
Yeah,
wore a hat.
we'll see how long that hot lasts. I mean, okay,
Yes.
yeah, it's
hat
if that becomes a new cigar, then I'll be
I
like,
thought you with the hat. I thought you with the hat. Yeah.
Next week they're gonna have a cigar party.
Yes.
Where did the cigar go? That was like my favorite.
I know, and it went away.
I think
Wow.
Curtis said he didn't like it either. I mean, Donnell said he didn't like it
Yeah.
for Curtis either.
Yeah.
What I like about this with Finn, it gives him something else to do, and we can just focus on him as a character and not have to deal with this terrible malady storyline that he has, where he's constantly being sick. So it's just nice to see him just being that quirky character that he seemed to be drinking with and
Yeah.
not have to be saddled with, I'm feeling sick and queasy. So at least I feel like teases for next week kind of say that, that's going to start bringing its way
Yeah,
back,
right.
which I'm not looking forward to that. This I enjoyed. So next week I'll be hating on Finn. This week I was enjoying him tremendously.
I think, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, like, I was enjoying this week that he wasn't like a Debbie Downer.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
I am glad that they didn't forget, this whole stressful thing he's been going through.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that they're going to, like, bring it back a little bit, but I
Yeah.
hope that it's not going to be, like, another main focus.
Yeah, it's funny because I think with those two, Tina was like, "Oh, those two together, sure, why not?" They both care about Hayden, and actually, it's also on the friend stage. There's no romantic stuff going on with either of them. That was kind of cool.
It
was
went
kinda
away, like...
Yeah, I saw Curtis and Hayden as friends for the first time in a weird way.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see it. I was like, "Oh, they're friends." Okay.
They
I get
turned it off, because before they didn't have either of them paired,
No,
kind
right.
of paired with
Yeah.
anyone. So I think that they were doing the chemistry
Yeah.
test, but...
And it was there, but I think now I kind of like ooh,
Straight friends.
It was friends. The part that this is the part that here's my rant for today.
Yeah!
Here we go.
I haven't ranted in a while, you guys. Here's my rants. And I love Brittany. It's my girl. Brittany Sarpy's our girlfriend of the show. We love her. Beautiful. I just want to preface all that to say that Valerie being the only detective or whatever the F she is on this case bugs, I'm going to say it, the shit out of me.
Yes.
That was my-
agree.
Yes.
I'm like,
That's your
where
next
is
thing?
Dante?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's like Dante, Nathan, everyone's like, why? I mean, why her?
Well, and especially considering this is a big case and
Yeah.
she's a new cop.
Yes.
It makes no sense.
No, but she made
Exactly.
it clear that she's not a
no,
cadet.
yeah,
She's
she
not
told.
a cadet.
Yeah, she did.
Well, that's probably because, as I was saying, Valerie finally gets something to do, and that is over-explaining police procedure.
Yes, that's true.
That was bonkers when she's with Hayden breaking it down there in the interrogation room. You've been arrested by the police. I'm like, oh,
Oh
come
my
on.
God! It's just like give me a break. It didn't ring true at all. It just didn't ring true. And I'm sorry, Brittany's so pretty to me that I'm like, she looks so horrible in that
In
outfit.
that outfit, yeah.
No, nothing like
Nothing. It's just like
hair
she's so
pulled back
pretty.
sloppy.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know.
She's,
Daquan's all for kill Valerie.
we're not killing Valerie.
But it's almost like where they can do the rapid age syndrome for children in there. It's like I'd actually like a career rapid
Yes.
progression with Valerie, and just get her to be just a detective. That way she can just wear street clothes and just be working on cases. Like, just I'm fine. If she came back tomorrow and was all said I'm a detective now, I'm like, great, fine.
I agree. Good. I agree.
And
Here's
to
the
me,
post.
her character, people are already wanting her dead because all she did this week was be a nosy, yes, it's her job
Right.
as a cop, but then her stepping in on Curtis, wanting to help Hayden,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, they were friends before they were
Hello.
even together.
Okay.
It's like,
Yeah.
honey, no. And he has only expressed friendship with
Yeah.
Hayden. I get that she's a woman, but
Yeah.
chill, bitch.
She tried to read her too. Valerie was trying
Yeah.
to read everybody, and everybody was like, "No, bitch,
No.
this is how it is."
Becoming like another Jordan, but in
Yeah.
the police department.
Yeah, yeah. It's like boring.
Chill
Like,
out for a second.
But look at Jordan. She looks beautiful. She still looks good in all her outfits. And then there's this like dumpy Valerie. I'm like, what the
I want
F?
to know how she feel about it.
We're gonna get Brittany in here.
Okay.
We'll get her back in here and see what's going on. 'Cause I just think they're doing her a disservice. I just think they're doing a disservice. It should have made her a nurse. Should have made her a nurse. I don't take that.
Yeah, because like Bobby, that
Yeah.
would have been great. That would have made total sense. This
Yes.
whole cop thing was just to put her in Dante's orbit anyway, and then we're all like, no, let's not do
Yeah.
that.
I totally agree, but I'm over that storyline.
but Curtis and Finn, more.
Yeah, no,
and with cigars.
completely, and they basically did kind of solve the case. I mean, it was like they found that because Liz had her camera on, her flashlight on,
I
and
was
they
like,
got
that was smarter to write.
That was smarter. That was very smart to do
And
that.
I was hoping that Paul was wearing those shoes.
Good.
And I was like, can somebody look down at his
I know.
shoes to see if he's wearing them shoes?
There were those cheesy moments, like when the nurse does have all her personal effects right there, and they run into Curtis and Finn, and they say, "Oh, we'll deliver it for you." Wait, I don't know who you are.
Right.
And then there's that awkward moment when they cut like out of the scene. We're like, oh,
I know. It's like,
They're like, let's think about this for a moment.
I know. God, it's like, come on, people, come on. Yeah, that's yeah. I'm glad they kind of resolved that. We had to see Mama Bear trying to say, "I'm going to help you, Hayden," all that kind of stuff. But just the Valerie thing, I'm just like, they need some. I mean, they gave her like occupation, but I'm not really happy about it too much.
No, what I did like, and I'm also frustrated with is so Naomi confronts Franco last week, like, do you really want to tell Elizabeth this? Not when she's falling down the stairs. How can you tell her the truth? And knock the pedals over parents.
Yes.
So I like Franco kind of wrestled with it for a little bit, but it was like, hey, I'm going to tell you. This is going to suck. And then we just had to draw out the storyline. And
I'm just so upset they didn't say it this week.
I mean, I guess I can see because it gives Hayden a way to get out of something, but it's just like,
Here's the lazy part of that storyline. I'm going to do my little mini rant again.
yeah.
I know you guys like it. You guys like it. You like my
James
rants.
is Frank today.
I know the role of Frank Moran played by James Lott Jr. Lazy. I had a feeling some kind of blood transfusion or something's going to happen that's going to reveal that Hayden and Elizabeth are sisters. I'm thinking, you could do something totally different than have to go that route.
I liked it. I liked it.
It's boring to me. It's just like, so she didn't do it, so now she can get out. So now her and Franco, like, I want something from you. Do you want something from, like, it just, oh my God. Meanwhile, Liz is like dying from spleen infection. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, I will say that, I get why they went this way, but it was lazy. It would have been more fun if it was like, Hayden finds out first and just throws it in a most inappropriate moment.
Easily.
Because that's who they are. This
agree.
whole medical thing is just not who Hayden and Liz are.
I agree. I totally agree.
Because I would have liked it to see Hayden and Liz have to wrestle with Liz still having the diamonds and knowing that Hayden is her sister, rather than having Franco kind of intercede and take the diamonds to be able to get Hayden to help out Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Would have been nice to just see them have to deal with that situation themselves, rather than this external thing kind of ruining this kind of
So you
dynamic.
guys think Franco have the diamonds?
Doesn't he have diamonds?
I don't know.
I think Liz has them, but I'm sure Franco's going to go to the house, find them, and then
so
give them back to
Get
Hayden.
back, yeah.
All I know is, I mean, now we have the rumor they're not going to bring back Jeff Webber. I'm hearing that rumor. I heard there's a rumor they was going to bring him back. Now they're not going to bring him back. Oh, who knows?
Because there are people, doing casting speculation.
Yeah.
My pick was Michael E. Knight, since they won't let him play a doctor on Y&R anymore. So bring him over here.
They did bring her sister Sarah on, too. They didn't bring that on. So she said all her relatives are somewhere else. Like somewhere else or far away.
I could do without Sarah unless they get a really good actress.
Yeah, we could be a good one. There's some redheads
or
out
like
there.
you could make Claudette Sarah, but then she's already Canadian looking for a green card, so
Oh,
that
yeah.
wouldn't work. But I was
Yeah.
like, Brie would have been good.
But it feels weird to not have, I guess if you've been talking about this character so much, he's been talked about, it seems such a crucial thing with this relationship and his possible parentage of Hayden, to not have that character come in. Do you want to see Jeff Weber come back?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Richard Dean Anderson.
No, that'd be
I want
fantastic.
Richard Dean to come on.
Well,
We don't have him on
MacGyver.
full time. Just have him on for a minute.
I'd rather see this MacGyver on GH than the new
Ugh.
MacGyver show on CBS.
They did a really poor cross promotion on Big Brother this week about that. It's like,
I saw that.
MacGyver.
It's like,
Oh, my, the competition. It's like the show looks horrible for itself. That's another story.
I question his hair. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
right, exactly right. But yeah, so no, I don't know. I think it's a lazy thing, but I like both actresses, of course, and I think they'll be great once they really find out. But this is predictable. Just kind of predictable to me.
I just, man, I'm disappointed that though now the buzz is that the casting is not going to happen.
Yeah, they have back and forth. Like it was going, it was not going, it was not. Who knows at this point?
Oh, man, all right.
Yeah.
So as we're talking about with Liz, she's laid up in the hospital. Finally, we get a little hot Sabrina-Liz pairing, and Sabrina just is snooping around. Like, I'm hoping, please let this be the storyline that kills Sabrina off.
Everyone's saying
That's
that
what
here.
Yes.
everybody's hoping is
Please.
like, now that she's working back at GH, she can be a victim.
Oh my god. Okay, first of all, I actually liking Sabrina now, kind of. So like, I mean, to me, it's like they're giving her something to do other than like be Sabrina. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I don't. See, here's the thing. I think there's some components that can make Sabrina an interesting character with the Dr. Joe character,
Yes.
and maybe do a little triangle with her and Michael. And she goes Dr. Joe. I loved her talk with what's her name. With Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Just saying, I chose Carlos. I hope yours works out better. I mean, she could relate.
Right.
And then this whole back of the I mean, I wanted to, I mean, I loved her being on top of Paul and Ava. I think it'd be a great, just use her for other things. I think it'd be good. I'm kind of liking her now.
Yeah, I agree that Sabrina late in the last week or so was better than she has been, but that's almost like a sign that they are going to kill her, because every time a character who's not been likable gets likable, they die. They're like, all right, well, look at this.
I'm just hoping that she's not the one to like reveal that maybe Paul, or even say anything about what she overheard about Paul and Ava talking. I don't know if I would like her to be the one to find out.
Well, I mean, she is a better detective than Valerie.
Right now.
And it feels like these kind of big storylines for soaps that you want to be able to kill off somebody that has some importance on the canvas, but is not like a big marquee character. And I feel like Sabrina fits that sweet spot. Somebody that you could kill off, and it wouldn't be a big uproar from the fans, but it'd still kind of give that kind of gravity to this drama.
I love
save
Laura
her.
Melvin fan. I don't want Sabrina to die because she needs to bang Joe. All right, we'll let them have sex and then she dies.
Because I'm thinking, if she dies, so then Joe is the closest family to that. So it'd be interesting because I mean, Michael certainly wouldn't want to raise baby Teddy, but Joe would have the most claims to custody. So that could be an interesting drama between the two of them.
Yeah, and to me, I like Jeffrey Vincent Parise. I'd like him to stay on the show.
no, he's great.
And I mean, they should chemistry test him with other women. I mean, he's a doctor. That gives him purpose on the show, plus the custody battle. There's a lot to do with his character. Just like Sabrina. Had they just written her right to begin with, then people would be okay, being that she's a nurse. It's General Hospital. But they just put her in that Michael pairing that just
Well, they did it with the whole, I almost called him Jason, that's his real name in real life. The whole Patrick pairing thing. They did that, and that just didn't work. And then they put him with Michael, and that didn't work. She was more interesting with Carlos.
Yeah.
And with Jeffrey Vincent, she's been more interesting with his characters than she was with anybody else.
I mean, I liked her with Patrick, but I just like, when they brought back Robin, I mean, that just kind of
Killed that one.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like, I guess because of Emma. I mean, that was kind of that, they're seeing their connection. Now, we're not done talking about this General Hospital and this Liz falling down these dumb stairs.
Yes.
Because finally, Paul recalls what we've known all along, is that he's the one that pushed her down the stairs.
We do that.
I like it to go back to the scene of the crime, just standing in that stairwell, like, I did that.
Yes. Oh my god.
Now I can walk back. All right, cool.
It's like good night. I don't even know. They're ruining him too, and I don't even know what's going on. I don't get it. I don't.
I just want to know why.
Yeah, that's what I say is the biggest issue with this Paul storyline. I'm totally cool with him being a killer if it made sense.
Yes.
But yeah, because you see that with him. He killed Sloane. That part is okay.
Yes.
But why would he kill these people in the hospital? Because his issue is Susan and what was done to Susan. So, but how are they going to tie this to that?
And I think it'd be interesting, like if it was like a Dr. Mace, if he hadn't been killed off, like if
Yeah.
anybody, any hospital staff, to not know the full backstory yet, but you could kind of make that assumption. You kind of fill in the blanks yourself, kind of why they might do that.
Yeah.
But to have somebody that's not involved in the hospital be the one behind this, you're like, what is this?
Yeah.
I do not understand.
Like he have to go out of his way to get into the hospital to like do all these things.
Yeah, and that is the thing is Dr. Mays actually would have been the perfect culprit because you know he was angry and they had that setup with him talking to Liz and then they just dropped it and it was like, why? Kill him off, drop it.
But I did like Ava and Paul's dynamic there, and it's
working it out.
But the Ava and Paul conversations are so ridiculous because then after she leaves, she sends him a text just to remind him everything that we're like. We got it. All right, Ava, please, enough already.
This is you forgot. Let me say one more time what you need to be doing. I know everything. I'm like, Ava, you better be careful because he may try to kill you. I'm like, oh no, it's like it's kind of weird.
Okay.
Because she's getting all up in his face, and he may be like, "Bye, bitch." That's
Either
it.
Paul gonna kill her or Sonny gonna kill her.
Yes, I know. Really, the reason she's still alive is crazy. She's still alive.
What I love about Ava, though, especially like with her scenes with Paul, or even especially with her scenes with Sonny, that she can tell there's a moment where she's like pushing a little too far.
Okay.
When they kind of come back with a little threat, and they're like, whoop, all right, I got to dial it back.
Ava's a character who had a baby ripped out of her, basically, from Nina. I'm like, this girl, homegirl, is an Energizer Bunny. Ava just keeps on going and going and going. I'm like, okay.
See, I love Ava for that though.
Yeah.
It's like you say, she's smart enough to know where she's crossed the line. She's like, okay, I got to dial it back. But it's funny, the one person she won't do that with is Carly.
No, that's
She's
true.
like, nah, screw her.
So, James, you weren't here last week, even though you chimed in a little bit. Where do you fall on the Ava-Nina scene from last week, where Ava just kind of blew up Nina's plan to adopt that baby?
I know, it's just like, well, I mean, they have a contentious history, obviously, a very pre the show. I mean, they have a large contentious history, and they're both great actresses. I'd love to see them both, act against each other, of course, in any scenes. But I don't know. I'm just like, oh, okay, I guess. I'm just like, okay. Then I wasn't excited about it nor upset about it. I was just like, okay.
I feel like it's only gonna. I'll only be able to know how I feel about that scene if I see what the ramifications are. And if they do something more with Nina going deliberately after Ava to kind of pay her back, then I'll be more excited.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'll be totally excited. I'll totally be all in. So yes, but those actresses, both of them are great actresses. So I mean, I'll follow them. But
yeah, they're my faves.
yeah, I love them. We know you love Michelle Stafford, of course. That's a girl.
She wasn't even on this week.
She wasn't. I know.
It was a shame. Nina just brightens a room.
I know.
It's so fun.
She wasn't at all.
Now, somebody else that was hanging around the periphery of Elizabeth falling down those stairs, man. It's like one of those, we like those umbrella storylines, right? Everybody gets involved. We've got Dr. Griffin Monroe, which I love coming out to telling Franco, what can I do to help? Pray. And Franco is like, what?
Yeah.
Something practical I can do, please.
That was so funny though, because like Franco's face was just like, seriously, dude?
Yes.
Me pray.
I know.
Monroe is starting to be a little boring now.
Yeah.
After this whole Claudette story came out, it's almost like, okay, now I knew that we were going to start dealing with people throwing shots at him. Like, Maxie threw, a few blows at him. I knew that was coming, but it's like, all right, Monroe.
Yeah.
Yeah, as cute as he is, I will have to say that they got to give him better stuff. Now, because, later when he talks to Robert and Sonny, we'll probably get to that. But that was good. But I'd like to see him more involved with the Scorpio, Drake, family.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is part of that kind of.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll talk about that later, but he's kind of part of that. But yeah, him and Maxie was pissed because he didn't tell the truth and blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
Michael B. said, where's Brad and Lucas?
I know, we know, yeah.
That honeymoon, man, that honeymoon's taking forever.
They're still there.
And then we're already writing Michael in a gay storyline. So
They are.
Yeah, it's like, but,
Yeah,
it's
like with Griffin, I mean, I did like that scene with Maxie and Griffin where Maxie just kind of read him the riot act a little bit. I just would like, I'm still trying to think, what was the benefit for Griffin long term as a character to have him be found out as a priest?
Right.
Like, it's like if they could just drop that, because I feel like there's so much you have to run around that character to get him to a place where he could be in a relationship with any other woman on the show. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like, that's so much, you gave yourself so much work to do, GH, to get him to some point.
I agree.
But yeah, we do have. So while Griffin gets little shots from Maxie, then he goes over and hooks up with Sonny for a little bit. It's like, which I do like Sonny just calling him father. I like that. It's like, doesn't call him doctor, just calls him father.
I like Sonny and him together. They have good chemistry. I like them together.
I know. As much as I feel like most people are tainted when they're with Sonny, I will say that he and Griffin actually do work well because Griffin knows who he is and what he is, and he'll call him out on stuff. Because I love when he made the coffee importer joke. And I think that's why I actually like them much better than, say, Sonny and Jason right now together, is that Griffin calls him on his crap.
Yes.
Okay.
And that works. To me, that their scene, and then to bring Robert into it, that was good.
Yeah.
Has the name Perks always been around, or did they just
It
bring
was always
that?
there. It was always there.
Yeah.
It wasn't major named, but it was always there.
Okay, because I thought this was something new. Maybe I was just like really paying attention.
Yeah, they
I was
opened
like,
it.
they finally named it instead.
Well,
of
they never
saying-
really said it a lot of times. They just kind of said the coffee shop, the coffee place, the coffee this.
Yeah,
but
that's
now
what I was
it's
thinking. Okay.
But no, I like Sonny and Griffin together. I think they're a good combination, and I don't know, I like them together.
And I did like Sonny saying, well, Griffin asked, could you introduce me to him? I was like, he hates me.
I love
But all right, I'll do it. Why not?
He hates me.
But I like Sonny's like, hey, yeah, this guy hates me. All right, but I'll still do it. All right, that's cool. But yeah, then we get. I mean, finally, as much as I love Robert, listening, talking about embryos and stuff, and Lulu's baby troubles, it was great to see him just talking with Griffin and Sonny.
Yeah, even though he was just Anna's messenger, just like he was
Okay.
Luke's
Yes.
messenger, to me,
Everybody.
at least with Griffin, it made sense. And because it was Anna, you're like, okay,
They
you
finally
know
met.
that they talk. And plus, he was probably there with her and Emma and Robin, so that made sense.
Yeah, and I feel like because we know Anna's gonna hopefully be back sometime.
Soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
soon.
And by the way, Luke, he's never coming back.
No.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, please don't be a mouthpiece for that guy because we're never going to see him again.
Don't be a mouthpiece for anybody.
Yeah.
If they're gonna bring it back, give them something to do.
Yeah, I agree.
As I mentioned, Robert having that excitement with Lulu and Creighton Clark. I will tell you what else wasn't found in the rubble of Creighton Clark, and that was my interest in the storyline.
Oh my God.
I don't think
Holy
anyone's
cow.
interested. To me, there is a way to fix this storyline, and it is to give Dante and Lulu an adventure like Luke and Laura.
Yes.
And that is the thing, is if you do this with this storyline, I will, eat crow live like Wendy Williams did when Kanye and Kim's marriage lasted longer than her first one. I will do that, guys, because
Yes.
I will eat anything. But yeah, if Lulu and Dante get an interesting story, I will eat crow live on the air.
That's a dare, folks. We want the story to get better.
Yeah, it's like we want that to happen, but I just know I don't trust them.
The storyline makes me. I mean, I was already crying this week for other reasons. I was crying because the storyline was just like, I don't understand. I put a thing out there saying, do we think that there's a Stavros Lulu baby out there? Because remember, he took he was going to, because Helena says, you gave me something that no one else gave me, and Stavros was going to impregnate that, it was going to do that embryo and make a baby.
But it's like, but Nicholas has a child, so it's not like she's giving him something that she hasn't ever had.
I'm just going by the storylines. They made it sound like she goes to her, Lulu, you did something that no one else did. And I was like, oh, okay. So I'm thinking.
And maybe it's a girl, because
It's a
that would be
girl,
the thing, is with Nicholas and Spencer are both boys,
Yes.
but she killed her own daughter.
Right.
What was
Irina.
her name?
Irina.
Yeah. The pretty
Yeah.
one with Nathan.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, Nathan's the actor.
Yeah.
Ethan.
Yes, they do.
I was like,
yeah.
oops.
Yeah, Irina, she killed her. So I just don't understand. I'm like, this story, now we go back to Cast Iron Island. You shouldn't go back there. I'm like, oh, we should go back there. I'm so don't care. And even Dante even said this week, he said, we already have a child. He even said, he goes, we have a child already. What do you want? I mean, what's going on with you?
Yeah, I love Dante this
He
week.
looks
He was
stressed.
speaking
He
for
did
the
look
audience.
stressed.
Yeah.
Go on, Dominic Saproni. You did a great job acting. You
Facial
did-
hair, everything.
Yeah, he was
he
like-
looks like he's out of it. Like he's so done with this.
And he's
No
like,
more babies.
I was like, I'm done. Oh my God. Anyone else think Valentine's going to give Nina? Oh, he's going to give Nina the Lante Stavros kid. So I think folks, I think it's a Stavros Lulu baby, and I think that Nina's going to get it.
Yeah, but then we're going to have Nina lose another baby.
Yeah,
And,
Okay.
that would, to be honest, if Dante and Lulu do take, even though it is part Lulu, to take that child from Nina, I will hate, because I'm pretty sure Dante's not going to give a crap. I will hate Lulu if she does that. Let's face
here's
it,
the
Dante
thing.
doesn't care.
I think, on Days of Our Lives, this one character, Nicole Walker, has had like 10 miscarriages and had a baby and give it. I keep saying they keep giving her pregnant. It's like it's so cruel.
Yeah.
They keep taking it away.
She's like Cricket.
But exactly. But soaps don't care. So I can see them doing it again.
Yeah, Christine never got her baby.
Yeah, they don't care. So I just think, well, like, hello, yeah, where's Rocco, folks? Hello, you got a child. one child's fine. You don't need 10 or 11. Just one is fine.
No, according to Lulu, that child is not enough.
Apparently not.
No,
apparently
no.
not. I was like, that's just. And Emmy Riley could do so much better. She was so good on Young and the Restless. She was so good on Guiding Light. She could do better material. Give her better material.
Yeah, because there are moments where they give her the Lulu material that should be Lulu, because she's Luke and Laura's daughter. But this is the thing: is Luke and Laura's daughter doesn't mean to be whining about a child that when she's already got one. Like
Yes.
Nina, I completely understand.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And especially because of the whole coma mess. But that's why it's like, Lulu, this is too much, and it almost seems crappy.
Yeah. Well, we still got Jake's storyline to deal with, too, because someone just brought up there's the whole Ice Princess thing. I think the Laura and Lulu, it's all tied together. It's all, and maybe even Sam, it's all tied together.
But it's, I mean, that's been the frustrating thing with GH's story pacing. It's just like, this has been drawn out for so long. And it's just like, man, let's just get to it already.
Yeah, especially when other storylines like this, who pushed Liz down the stairs was wrapped up really quickly.
Yeah.
We all know, the audience knows it's Paul, and then they're going to find out soon, I would assume, with all the evidence. But yet, that could have been drug out, maybe a month. But this other stuff, we've gone like 6 months to a year with some of these. Let's wrap that crap up.
Yeah, I agree.
As we're talking about, we've been talking a little bit about Michael and Perks. Michael's hat business, man, going strong this week.
Morgan's?
Excuse me, Morgan's getting pecs. That whole scene where he melts down about that was just a terrible scene. Just terrible.
I disagree, actually.
Yeah, I do too, because it was so real. Because, as most of you know,
What? That you wouldn't look at the invoice? Like, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, Kiki looks at it, but you wouldn't look at it like, wait, let me just double check
He's
this.
having an episode.
Yeah,
come on.
the placebos.
Yeah, and
Great.
my brother is very much like Morgan. It's almost like watching him on TV, as my mother and grandmother will say, and because he is bipolar too, and that is honestly something we were dealing with this week. And I'm like, God, I gotta watch it on TV, and then I gotta hear about it on the phone. I love you, Jared.
No, she loves you. She loves you. She just loves you. I know. My whole thing is, okay, here's my thing. Okay, here it is. Here it is.
He's lining up.
I'm winding up. No.
Hold up.
Brian Craig is acting his ass off. I think he's doing a great job playing this continually bipolar mess. And I thought this week, I thought he did a really great job because it showed the placebos are happening. He's taking the drugs and not working. So he's kind of wonky right now. So of course he'd be irrational and would look at the invoice. And I thought Haley Aaron's scene was really cool because she was staying calm, okay, what the F's going on? Like, she's like, look at the invoice. I mean, it was like, it felt realistic. It just felt realistic to me, kind
You
of.
could feel that push in the pull
Yeah,
between
I felt it. I thought it was good. I mean, with him and Carly later, but it's like he was like half asleep, and you're like, I thought it was great. I'm sorry, I liked it.
To me, I even tweeted about it because I was like, yeah, this is perfect. This is exactly what you deal with, when you have a relative that is bipolar.
Yeah.
They have these ups and downs that are just like that, or they're really irrational or don't think things through. So I was like, this is great because he did a lot of his research. He talked to Maurice. So yeah, that's why I'm like, Brian,
But half the folks on here are agreeing with Frank that they don't like the storyline. Other half of us are like it. And then some folks don't like that he's bipolar. Some do. I mean, that's soaps. There you go. That's what soaps do to divide us.
But the frustrating thing is that you see, as Lacretia was mentioned, all of a sudden, we find out who pushed Liz down the stairs. I mean, we're kind of wrapping that up pretty quickly. Like this, man, I don't want to see more weeks of Morgan taking pills and then a flashback to Ava thinking about her changing the pills in Morgan's room. Oh man, please stop.
Because Ava.
Well,
did
yeah,
this
but
to him.
stop dragging it out. Let's just find out that she screwed around with the pills. Have Carly be mad. As soon. I'm sorry, leaving the show.
Yeah, I agree that we need to resolve this because to me, I do hate that they had Ava do this because everything else for her was great, but this other storyline, I was like, okay, you know what? No, because Morgan needs to be in a good place at least for a little bit.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Well, after Ava came back, without Nicholas, they ain't really got much for her to do either. So what else is there for her to do?
And I think that is the thing, is this is just a placeholder till Tyler Christopher comes back.
Yeah.
But for me, it's I don't know, I guess I keep thinking more about this with soaps. Which is a storyline that I'm more interested in? Am I interested in seeing Morgan just laying on the couch, taking these placebos for weeks and weeks and weeks? Or do I want to see Ava found out and Carly pissed? Because she screwed with her boy and she gets all mama come on Ava. And so I'd rather see the sparks between Carly and Ava where they're just going full out than watching this just draw out for weeks and weeks. That part of it doesn't excite me. To get me to Carly and Ava going head to head, I want to see, because just the scenes where Carly's looking at Michael and just or Morgan and seeing him struggling and stuff, and just like to find out that it was Ava that deliberately screwed with her son.
Oh yeah, they're gonna
man.
get into it, and that'll be fun. Like
Yes.
it's like as long as we get that payoff, this will be good.
Oh, and then shout out to the dude at Perks, like who's talking when Ava goes up and says,
Yeah.
like, "What's with that guy?" No, he was really just all depressed all day. Good job, just talking, throwing some rando about your coworkers.
Yeah, not Aaron or the actual.
Yeah,
But so then we have another scene there, which man, it was interesting to get to this character, Tracy, Dylan, and then eventually Kiki.
Yes.
And I feel like this has been like a thing with Dylan. It was kind of nice for them to kind of just tackle it head on.
Yeah.
Some of the struggles that I feel like fans for Dylan have had with that character as well.
Yeah, I really loved his scenes with Tracy, and to me, it just shows how much the Tracy character has grown. And the fact that she's like, you know what, if you want to be with her, you need to go fight for her.
Oh.
And she goes, yeah, I don't like her that much, but that's what you want, and that's so unlike Tracy.
Yeah,
and it was
sure.
great. Yeah.
I agree with that. I love that Tracy was like, let's break this down. You can go. He goes, why are you so? First, she was like, why are you so negative? What's going on? Like, she's like really I have an adult children. Like, it's like you talk to your adult children as an
I
adult.
just wish it was more though. I just feel like she hit her mark. Said, I love this. That's my favorite. But it just seemed like it was too quick. She was in the park and then she was out the park.
Yeah, I'd rather see more of them
Yeah.
than Sabrina or a lot of these other things.
Yes,
It's
yes,
like,
yes.
more Tracy, more Dylan, and put Kiki and Dylan back together. Ugh.
Yes,
Yeah, and I just feel like Dylan's an interesting character because I mean I could understand why and it certainly made sense why the Dylan Lulu thing was never going to happen. She was in a marriage, and
Yeah.
for all intents, it was happy at least as far as they knew at the time, other than what was happening with Dante and Valerie. But this one, you feel like there's a genuine connection there, and I feel like even though Kiki and Morgan are in a relationship, they've been on and off, and I feel like there's a chance like there that if Dylan really wanted this and made a run for it, he could have this. But I feel like Dylan is his own worst enemy in this situation. That he puts everybody else's happiness ahead of his own, and
I agree.
Kind of gets a little frustrating. Like, what's going to be that breaking point where he decides, like, screw it, I'm going to go for what makes me happy.
He may have that. Though. That may happen. I guess. I mean, just right now they're playing it a certain way. Maybe it'll change.
But it's like, how many more scenes do we need to have with Dylan and Kiki where it's like, oh, you're happy. All right, if you're happy, then that makes me happy. All right, goodbye, Kiki.
Yes, I
Yeah,
do.
I'd like to see Kiki choose Dylan, and I feel like maybe we're gearing up with this Morgan, medication placebo storyline that maybe Dylan saves Morgan. That would actually be a good twist.
Yeah.
Get him involved with Ava and Kiki and Morgan.
That would be a good
and
twist.
that would be something that would be in Dylan's character, is to save Morgan's life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess because it's like, I guess that would be an interesting twist on it because I'd hate for this whole thing that Ava's plan to kind of ruin the relationship between Morgan and Kiki because, again, it's not an active choice that Kiki's making.
Yeah.
It's something that Ava did to kind of screw things and kind of, it takes away some of the power that Kiki would have if she wanted to walk away from that relationship.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. That's all that's about that one.
Yeah, and I think that pretty much wraps it up here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think there's nothing much more. I think that did we miss anything, you guys? I don't think we did. I think we.
Actually, we have one last thing. So as we're talking about Morgan, as he's swinging around, Morgan and Nell. Yes, and Morgan is like,
I
hey, I'm
could
going
see
to
that.
school.
Okay, I did a poll.
Yeah, I did
Before the
like
show.
that. That Morgan was at least thinking. Granted, it was an irrational mind, but him going back to school is something I'd actually like to see. And put Morgan into, because Morgan could work at ELQ with Michael or just do something other than work at the coffee shop.
I think that was much more interesting, and I liked Carly's face though. As Morgan is doing all this, she's looking at it like it's like the worst idea he's ever had in his entire life. Like, he wants to go to school, Carly. It's not a bad idea at all.
Yeah, that was very odd.
While he acting cuckoo,
Yeah, she sees it as a manic thing, but even if it is, it's a good thing, and you should kind of encourage it. But there is a way to do it without being so, no, Debbie Downer.
So I did a poll. I did a poll today, and I said Morgan and Nell. It was very close. It was 54% said nope. 46% said yes. I saw chemistry.
I
So
could
it's
see
very close.
chemistry
Me
with
too.
those two.
I do too.
They both loony.
Yes.
They both look crazy.
Yeah, and to me, I actually liked her better with Michael, and I don't really want to see a brother,
brothers,
triangle again, especially with Michael and Morgan. We've already done that, but to me, it's just like, okay, well, where's Morgan gonna go after Kiki?
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop on Nell though. Like,
Yeah, because now she's gonna work for Carly, and she was like, "No, I don't want to do it at first." Now she's gonna do it. I don't know.
Yeah, to me, it's just like, are they gonna make her bad, and be like the crazy nanny?
You didn't see her already? You didn't see her? She's crazy. Something's wrong with her.
But she's missing a kidney.
Yeah.
Ladine.
Kidney.
It's gone.
And to
It's
me,
gone.
it's like they showed a little bit of Crazy Eye, but
They did.
And I'm like, are they? But a lot of times they'll throw that in there and be like, oh no, nothing came of it. So I just don't trust them.
Yeah, I don't know, because it's weird to have her on this long and not have her like have a quiet moment where she kind of does like the revelation, like yeah, exactly. We haven't had that yet, so I'm like, when is it going to happen? Because I feel like you're gearing up for something.
Yeah.
Hey, remember when Jax is on the show, everybody?
Yeah, that
Remember
was
when
great.
Jax was there?
And apparently, I was even quoted on Twitter about they bring us these hot Australians like Jax and Robert, and then just do nothing with them.
Oh yes.
It's a shame, guys.
Okay, folks, we're not going to do any segments today because we're going to do the last part. I want to have people able to call in and say goodbye to Ladine or say something about the show. Keep all comments brief. So I'll put the number up. I'm going to read what's coming up on GH Report this month. We have a big month of stuff coming up. First, next week at 3 p.m., Spotlight On with Eden McCoy, who, of course, plays Jocelyn. That'll be here, Spotlight On, here next Sunday. And then also, you guys don't know this, I'm guest hosting Dishin Days, back to my old show, with Jen Lilly, who plays Teresa Donovan. And we're going to be doing that at 4 o'clock. And then in 2 weeks, it's our 1 year anniversary. So make sure I say this very clear. We have 2 shows. 2 shows.
That's
3
4.
o'clock. I know it's 4. Well, 2 and 2. 4. Whatever. I can't count. Real good math. 2 shows. The first show is at 3 p.m. It's the anniversary show. We have Donnell Turner, Kathleen Gotti, Vanessa Antoine, and I have a couple of people that might be coming in also. And an appearance from her via probably video or phone, either one you decide to do, for the 1 year anniversary. That's at 3 o'clock. Then at 5:30, it's our regular show the same day with Lexi Ainsworth, who plays, Christina. So we have two going on. And then also on October 9th, we have casting director and 10-time Emmy winner Mark Teschner coming in.
Mad.
I
won't be there for that.
You should call in. And ask him some
I
questions.
am so upset.
So he'll be here on the show.
Did you see his tweet saying he was like, oh, I can't wait to cast Ladine on the show?
Yes.
Listen.
I got him on. So he's coming on, and we have a great time. He's a great guy. I've interviewed him before. He's a great guy. He's the one who actually helped me with this show. This show, was my baby. I got this show together. He helped me with the casting directors and everybody. He's been so great. So go ahead, Alexis. Let's put the phone number up.
I was waiting until you
Perfect.
were done.
I'm done. I talk fast. So we're going to do the last moments. We're going to have people can actually call in and say a few
I
words.
put the numbers up. Here's the first. Oh,
Okay.
jeez. Here's the first number. Hi, you're calling into the GH report. Say your name and where you're from.
Hi, it's Kelly from PEI Canada.
Hey, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly. Yay. Prince Edward Island. Love it. So what is your comments, girl?
I'm gonna miss you, Ladine, darling.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you guys too.
I thought I'd get that right in right away before I didn't get it in.
Aw. That's very sweet.
And I love that shirt you got on, girl.
Thank you.
The
Honey,
ladies
it is
are out.
snatching me up. My bodycon dress.
The
Love
ladies are out. Yes.
And hell must be freezing over because I'm agreeing 99.9% of everything you guys are saying.
Oh,
Hell
wow.
Yeah.
The hell
It's
did
getting
freeze
chilly.
over.
It's getting chilly in here.
Okay.
I told you.
I told you. That's great. Well, I'm glad you. Sometimes it's like life. Sometimes you agree with people, sometimes you don't. Kind of works out that way.
Like the J. Sam wedding.
Yes.
That sucked.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, we agree.
Now I love Billy Miller.
Yeah.
And I love Kelly.
Monaco. Yeah.
Monaco. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Took that in my head there for a second. And I love their characters.
Yeah.
But not together.
Oh, okay. So I'm together. Okay, got it. Okay.
I'm a Jason Liz fan.
Oh,
Always
okay.
will, always
Okay.
will.
Okay, very good. Okay.
Whoa.
She has her supporters.
Okay.
She does. They do have the supporters. They do. Okay, got it.
Well, Leo's
I've been
fans.
a Liz Jason fan since day one.
They just never they never really got their chance. It's like something always happened. They never really got their full chance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it's always been.
And I love Billy Miller as
Aw,
Jason.
yes.
I mean, he grew on me over a couple of years.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Yeah. And what is it? The Griffin Sonny thing.
Yes.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
They're good together. They're good together.
I know, and I hate to admit
They
it.
are good.
Hater.
there.
She hates to admit it, but it's true. They're good together. Even Lacretia agrees.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, that's something.
Yes. Yes. Well, thank you so much.
So I agree with pretty much everything, and they left my Maxie alone this week.
They did. They were alone. There was nothing with them. Nothing at all.
Although we did see Maxie this week. And
Right, yeah, she...
what the hell is going on with her and Lulu? That I didn't understand.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know either. I don't understand that either.
That scene where Lulu ran off, like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's like, okay, Max,
But
like,
her
this-
ripping apart Griffin, I went, yes, girl.
Look at that. Yeah, so that was good. I mean, we love seeing that she's back. Christian Storms is back, so that's good.
Although I love me Griffin.
So you
That
and
man
Lucretia.
grew on me.
You and Lacretia.
I know, he's just too cute.
Oh, hell. Oh, very quickly, for Alexis upstairs, who does she want to jump out of her bachelorette cake from GH?
Oh,
Well,
all
Alexis.
Oh man, that's tough.
Dr. Hot Priest. All right?
Probably, yeah.
Dr. Hot
Probably
Priest.
on that. Or gosh, I'm always forgetting the actor that James is like super in love
Donnell
with.
Turner.
Donnell.
Thank you, Donnell Turner. I would love for him to show up.
I
That'd
would
be a
love for him to
chocolate
come
cake.
here.
Girl, you got me.
Yeah.
Well, you know when he comes on in 2 weeks, he'll be sitting next to me. Sorry, Lucretia.
I know.
sitting
I'm out.
right here.
I'm sitting there, right?
You're
I'm
somewhere
just like
there.
not even in here.
You're not
Ain't
gonna be the awkward
nobody sitting in my
stepchild.
chair.
You'll be with next to
No,
Vanessa
no,
over there, but
And
she'll be sitting right
And
next to me.
technically, I am redheaded now, so.
Yeah, you're redheaded. You're redheaded.
Stop
We need to
it.
get you in front of the camera, girl.
I know. I'll
She
figure
does
it out.
shows. She does shows. Yes,
Yeah,
she
we
does
used to do
shows.
Castle together.
Yeah. Don't bring that up.
Oh, no.
We should do Mysteries of Laura together. That got canceled too.
Yeah, all the shows that I used to be on camera for are all canceled. I'll
You
figure it
can
out.
couple up with Frank there. He needs somebody to snuggle up.
No, no,
Get out.
no. Don't you dare agree to that. Because he was like, yeah, no.
He's a
I
man.
moved on.
He's a
No.
man.
Moved on.
He's a
No.
man.
It's all good. I
leaving.
don't want to get in between that.
And welcome back, James. We missed you, love.
Thank you very much. I missed you guys also. I'm glad to be back.
Big old hugs from Atlantic, Canada, love.
I'm taking.
And I'll get off the line to get somebody on here.
Thank you. Take care, Prince Edward Island.
Bye.
Bye, lady. Love you, darling.
Love you too. Bye.
Oh, God, that was great.
That was great.
All right, here we go. Next caller. Hey, you're on the GH report. Say your name and where you're from.
It's Mike Riley again from New
Hey,
York.
Mike.
Yes, Mike Riley.
Riley.
You didn't go see Tony Moore in New York this weekend.
He brought it up with me already.
Leave the man alone. He got scolded already.
I just love Mike Riley's voice. Just keep talking. What do you got to say? What's going on?
First of all, James, I just want to say positive vibes and much love to you and yours.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. I'll be brief. Brevity is not my strong suit, so I'll run through this really quick.
Yes.
Two storylines that I want to comment on, Nell and Nina. I have a feeling they're going to do sort of a redo of the Carly entering Port Charles relationship with Bobby, with Nell and Carly. I'm hoping that's not the case because I don't want Nell and Carly to be related because I still like the idea of Nell with Michael, and that can't happen.
Oh.
I mean, it could. It would be gross.
Yeah, right.
If that's the case. So I'm hoping they don't go that route. So
Interesting.
enough on that.
Okay.
But Nina, the goddess Nina. I love Nina and
Yes.
Ava more than life. Almost as much as I love Ryan Collins.
They are
But
Yes.
as much as I hate a baby kidnapping story because it's very overdone, I have a sense, or I can feel, Ava kidnapping Sam's baby, selling it on the black market specifically to Nina in order to set Nina up. I think that would be a really interesting
that would be.
storyline.
That would be.
But I could be in the minority there.
The only
But
thing that
if
doesn't
they-
excite me about that storyline, Mike Riley, is that we'd have to wait like another 8 months for that to happen. Like, oh,
Right.
great.
I'll be hibernating. Just call me when it's But if they really, I'm hoping they don't kill Sabrina because I actually really like Teresa Castillo. I think she's stunning. I think she's much sexier than the character of Sabrina.
Oh,
Yeah.
And she they can write her with a little bit more bite. But if they do kill her, we can solve Nina's problem instantly. Put her with Joe. Joe's got Edward or Teddy, whatever the kid's name is. Insta family right there.
There you go.
So
I
we
would be
solve
okay
Nina's
with that.
problem in one shot.
Me too. I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with that. Or that works for me. You just wrote the next storylines. Thank you. We're done.
Well,
Frank
I wanna say,
Valentini, did you hear that?
We're going to miss you. I think you thought you were hosting the AfterBuzz show for America's Next Top Model. You are sizzling tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.
I love it.
And the rest of you look beautiful as well, of course.
Thank you.
Nah, you just wanted to say that.
Don't you lie to me, Mike. Don't you lie to me.
Oh, and Alexis, I never congratulated you on your engagement. So
Oh, we all give love around here.
Yes, we do.
Oh, love that's happening right now.
Alexis is the official 5th member. So
Oh, thanks, guys.
yeah. So that's it, folks. I'll try and let some other callers get in. You guys have a great week.
Thank you.
Mike. Take care.
Bye. So we'll take a few more phone
Yeah,
calls.
sure. I think we got 2 right now, right? or
Perfect.
left?
Okay, right.
Sizzling.
Hey, you're on the GH report. Say your name and where you're from, person.
Hi, it's Simran from Florida.
Oh, hey. Awesome.
Guys.
Okay, so make it brief, girl. What you got to say?
Okay, well then, if it has to be brief, I
Yes.
have to first of all say about Jason and Sam.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Listen,
Okay.
Oh, man.
they are they themselves, the relationship and the chemistry, I love them and their perfection, so please don't say they're amazing. Frank, I'm after you, buddy, okay?
All right.
Let me tell you. Okay, but I will give you this. The storylines surrounding their surrounding storylines and what they could be doing could be better.
Okay.
But I did, and their wedding, oh my God, don't get me started. But I did like their vows to each other.
Okay.
But it was so, you guys are right, it was so weird. I feel like the writers are counting so much on Jason's history with these characters and those relationships than actually trying to build new
I
ones.
agree.
Because,
I agree.
he's new,
Yes.
we haven't, it was a different actor, it's not
Yes.
like he had those experiences. It's just, it feels off. So
I agree.
they're relying too much on that.
Okay. I agree with you on that one. Got it.
Yes, Morgan. Morgan, you guys know I love Morgan.
Yes.
He's my man.
Yes.
His butt is amazing.
Oh man, that butt.
Yes. Yes.
The triangle with him, Kiki, and Dylan. I'm not even like, usually triangles on soaps are interesting and it's fun. Like, I'm gonna eat my words when I say this because it's probably going to be back again, but the Liz, Jason, and Sam storyline, at least that was like, that triangle is interesting. Triangles are supposed to be interesting. I just don't care for this triangle at all.
Okay.
Because I want Kiki to be with Dylan and I want Morgan to be with me.
Got it. Okay. Got it. There
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But Ava needs to, she needs to back off of Morgan.
Okay.
But I think, and I wanted to comment on Franco and Liz because a month ago,
we got to end the show soon. Make it brief, girl. Yes.
Okay, yeah, it was super weird because ever since Franco jumped out of her car, I find them totally weird.
Okay.
Just saying.
Okay. Okay.
I don't find it cute. That's really, it's just, it's weird.
Okay.
Anyway. Okay, and last thing, Hayden and Finn, totally adorable, and I love them. And Lulu needs to get over her baby obsession.
Okay, that's right, girl. We all agree. We're so glad you always comment and call. You comment in the chat room, you call all the time. We're so glad you get through.
so awesome.
You're very awesome. So
I
thank
love you. Like I said in the chat, you guys have, it's like a Sunday ritual. I watch GH all week, and then I have to have your comments because even though I don't sometimes like them, Frank, I love hearing it. And Ladine, oh my God, it's gonna suck because you're not gonna defend Sunny and his dimples.
I will be in the chat room, honey. I ain't going nowhere.
I wish you good luck in everything.
Thank you,
okay.
thank you.
And James, hang in there. Frank and Lacretia, love you guys. Okay.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Do we have time for a couple quick
Yeah,
ones?
sure. We'll do quick ones.
Okay, quick ones.
All right, here we go. Next one.
Lead off with the price
Hey,
related.
GH report. You're calling in. Say your name and where you're from.
Hello?
Hi, this is Janelle calling from Brooklyn.
Hi, hey, how are you? You didn't go see Tony Moore either in Days on last weekend.
Oh my God.
He's like, "Where's Jamel from Brooklyn?" So he's watching my grandmother. That's what's going on. He's not there.
No, you know what? Jamel was with his man. That's where he was at.
Okay. He's a little busy. Okay, you're a little busy. Okay, so go ahead. Tell us.
All right. I know. I called him late. Just got home. Okay. I love this week, but first I want to say Nadine. I can't take my eyes off of it. I just saw her on the show, and she's giving me Real Housewives reunion realness. I mean, absolutely. She's doing it all every bit of it.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sweet. And I want to give, of course, some love to James, with everything. And it's so wonderful to see you on, this week with everything. So I just
thank you. No, thank you for my therapy. Thank you. Yes. But Ava, that's just going to focus on one character. There's too much to go on over there. But Ava, she needs, I think what somebody else said, she needs to stop. I think she's looking for a good old ass kicking from Carl. I think she is because, the poor victims at the hospital, she's just leaving them to die for her brother. And so I think the writers, I love Mara West, I love her too. The writers must love her because she's into a lot of things. Yeah. And I give a gold star to Jeannie Francis because everything she did, I know that people said she was dramatic over, but I think she's been hitting it out of the park from the time that Nicholas died. Yeah. And I'm loving, what's her name? Hayden. Yes. She's giving me Greenleaf realness because when she clocked, what's his name? She clocked Franco on Friday. And said, I'm going to leave that bitch in the bed. I said, girl, get it. Go ahead now. So I loved it. Yeah. Loved it. Agree. So there you go. Totally agree. And I love Frank and I love Lacretia too. Because I love the R, YNR. That Lacretia does everybody. I have to be so fast. I'm at the end. So what can I do? Oh, perfect. Oh, thank you. Well, thanks for calling in, of course. Thanks always for your support. Thank you very much. I love you. Take care.
Bye.
We'll take one last phone call. One last one. This is it.
All right, left or right?
Ladine.
Do it.
Let's go left.
All right.
To the left, to the left.
Sizzling.
All right, last caller of the night. Please say your name and where you're from, my friend.
Hi. Michael from LA.
Oh, hey. That's okay. Yes, you. How are you?
Pretty good. But question, Ladine, I'm sorry that you're going. I will miss you.
I will miss you guys too. Thank you.
And James, I'm sorry about your family. I did tweet you about your brother.
Yes.
I hope you're hanging in there.
Hey, guys, everybody's been wonderful with the tweets. And I feel the virtual hugs. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's very hard for us, but we're getting through it.
And, I love you too, Alexis. So I'm not leaving you out.
Alexis?
I'm just here.
You too, Patricia. Frank, love you too.
It's okay, Michael. You don't have to worry. That's fine.
It's about Paul. Why is Paul killing these?
I know.
Yeah. I don't see the motive.
Me either. Don't see it either. Don't see it at all.
Does he have beef with the Quartermaine or Monica in particular?
Someone asked me on the forum. I'm like, no, he doesn't have anything with them at all. Nothing. There's nothing unless it's made up off camera. There's nothing that I can think of.
He was even living with them briefly when he first came back because he and Tracy did it.
Yeah. So I can't think of it either. It's perplexing.
Okay, maybe he's doing it from somebody else, like killing somebody else. Maybe if there's a new bad guy coming to town and we don't know it. Maybe he's doing it for Valentine or something like that.
Who knows, right?
I hope we see Valentine again.
Yeah, I want Valentine to come back. He's come back. But I don't know. You're right. Who knows, right? This is a storyline that's out of nowhere, and I just don't know.
Okay, and two, I think we have another murder mystery thing, and I think Ava is going to be the victim because she's messing with too many people: Paul, Carly, Morgan, Sonny. Because trying to get Julian off, I think somebody's going to wind up trying to kill her, or Sabrina might be the one catching the bullet. I think killing her off.
Yeah, who knows? I guess we're gonna see. Dang it! I don't know.
Yeah, that's about the two things I had to say. I will miss you, Ladine, and I feel sorry for.
I will miss every last one of y'all.
Yeah, I'm sorry to be no more Link. I'm going to miss Link.
Oh, Link.
He better not replace me. I would be so upset.
There's been a lack of calling about my broken heart.
And Lacretia better not try to take my place. Our names are the same.
Okay. My name is way more ghetto.
Totally is.
But if you're interested in being my new partner, just tweet at me at HappyGoesJack.
Oh, okay, sure.
Oh, is that too soon?
Thank you, Mike, for calling. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Cheryl Hawk was probably the call on the right.
Yes,
and she
yes,
says
I know,
that she loves me and that she wanted to say sorry for my loss and she wanted to say she wished you the best, Ladine.
Thank you. Thank you.
Cheryl always calls. I was waiting. I
I know. I was like, you're normally the first one.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it was kind of crazy, and everybody in there. And Jacob Marquez was trying to call too, and he wanted to say something to you too, Lady, because he loves you also.
Thank you, guys.
So there's folks in there who wanted to say stuff. Everybody's saying Lady will be missed. Yes, she's one of the originals. You'll always be one of the founders of my show, GH Report, that I put together, and one of the funds. And I just wanted to say, is there anything you want to say to anybody before we go off the air?
Oh man, I didn't prepare for this. But I do want to thank you. You know, I love you guys, but you know, James gave me the opportunity. You feel me? You feel me? I'm talking. Look.
Yes.
But when I first met with you, like I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it. You know, because I missed a few episodes, but I am so glad that I'm a part of this team. Like at first, you know, we were all together, but it seemed like we've grown so close.
Yes.
And I am gonna miss being here.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be back though.
Okay.
I'll be back.
She says we'll be back, guys.
Rate us in the level of who's going to miss most. Just do it real quick. Who's going to miss most?
You will always be my number one.
Oh, there you go.
Although Kelly from PEI wants us to fly her out so she can be your next partner, Frank.
All right.
Oh my God.
No, she's already replacing you.
No.
Now you know black women they hold on to their men. They don't want you to have them.
Black Island women. No.
I grew up with them. Yes, I know them very well. So yes, but yeah, thank you for coming on the show, doing your job, and you were great. And
I'm
I said
gonna miss you
the
guys.
fans liked you, so I did a good choice, I guess. So it worked out. But another toast, one last toast, you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ladine Harvey. You can follow her, Lady_Harvey.
Yes. I'm drinking a giant bottle for you, girl, up in this.
Take it all. Take it all.
That was my phone.
Another phone. Well, that's it. And this is another edition of GH Reports. Of course, stay tuned for Restless Wrap-Up and Bold Breakdowns returning tonight with me. She's doing Restless Wrap-Up. And we'll see you guys next week, of course. Tell them where they can find you.
You can follow me at Twitter at Frank_Harvey.
Hi guys, you can find me on Twitter at Ladine_Harvey and Facebook at Ladine Corinthos Harvey.
And since I'm Lacretia Lyon, guys, you can always find me at LACRETIALYON anywhere on the internet, since there is only one.
And you can follow me at James Lott Jr. on all social media platforms at James Lott Jr. And my radio show, The Super Organized Universe, she's been on my show before also, on General Radio every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Thank you guys. See you later.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
Views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.